What really struck me was how deep I actually am in the woods. On my way up here, I've seen a couple of deers, which is like, I've never really seen a deer before in the city. You know, why would you? It would be like the weirdest thing ever.
East Boston is a very diverse community, high population of newly immigrated families and low income, the majority of them.
The Philip you see today, a self-confident high school athlete. But the Philip we met more than 10 years ago was a child at risk of failure in school. He needed the extra help that the WISE after-school program could provide.
It definitely helped me develop good study habits. I want to get good grades. You know, school comes first. That's what it's taught me.
As he was maturing and wanted to try a new experience, we sent him to summer camp, overnight camp. He came back with a voice all of his own. He came back saying, but he saw no one at camp that represented East Boston or were very similar to the issues he faces and challenges he faces there. Kids from the Y never have the opportunity to go to overnight camp, and the fact that our donors are willing to support and send kids to camp is an enormous benefit, and our kids learn valuable life lessons that they would never get elsewhere. Philip wanted to go to camp as a leader so that he could make that transition smoother for youngsters coming after him.
Yep, my foot's forward. I'm in stone position and come over.
Phil is a great guy. He teaches me a lot of stuff about baseball, pitches and stuff. And you know, my dad usually takes the time to do that, and I'm just glad Phil is taking the time to also do that. It makes me really happy. It makes me feel like I'm at home away from home. That's what makes the Y a really great place to, you know, be at.
When I'm teaching a camper, especially like Henry, and seeing him improve already, just of me teaching him, that shows he actually listens to me, which shows his confidence in me, which makes me feel good about myself.
He's a fabulous role model to other kids. We have helped him work through some of the hard times to help him see that if you work hard, you will improve your surroundings.
His father was a single parent facing the economic and social challenges of raising a young child alone. The WISE stepped in with financial assistance. We connected his father with whatever other resources he needed to be able to continue to work and care for his son.
I've noticed over time how he has grown into such a responsible young man. I came from the streets of East Boston, and we never had a Y when I was a child. What they've done for my son, they sent him to camp. I couldn't afford the camp. This is my second family. I wouldn't change it for a minute.
Times when I've had the pleasure to talk with Phil, he really likes to tell me that one of the most rewarding things about YMCA camp is that he'd never really had the opportunity to be the best at anything.
Rightfully, in 2011, I won it. I was the best shooter that year, fourth session. I built up self-confidence more from that.
The feeling of pure, unadulterated joy at having succeeded, it's why you do this. It's why any of us work in the YMCA, to provide that chance for someone else to feel that.
Winning that was very special to me. It made me pretty proud. Probably one of the most exciting things I've had.
Philip's backstory is symbolic of countless Y families who rely on the Y. We are so much more, and that's why we can celebrate a success story like Philip's.
There's just something about camp that just makes you want to come back.